so few of us left.
Professor?
I found them.
Professor!
Bobby.
Hey, Storm.
Hey, kid.
Professor, you made it. Whenever the Sentinels attack, Warpath spots them. And I send Bishop back to warn us of the attack before it happens. Blink scouts the next site, and... well, then we leave before they ever know we were there.
Because we never were.
What do you mean you were never there?
She projects Bishop back in time a few days to warn the others of the coming attack.
So she sends Bishop back in time.
They'll adjust his consciousness into his younger self, his younger body.
Wow.
This might just work, Charles.
What might work?
The Sentinel program was originally conceived by Dr. Bolivar Trask. In the early 70s, he was one of the world's leading weapons designers. But, covertly, he had begun experimenting on mutants, using their gifts to fuel his own research. There was one mutant who had discovered what he was doing.
A mutant with the ability to transform herself into anyone.
Mystique.
I knew her as Raven. We met when we were children, grew up together. She was like a sister to me. I tried to help her, but only succeeded in driving her away. She hunted Trask across the world, and at the Paris Peace Accords in 1973, after the Vietnam War, she found Trask and killed him. It was the first time she killed him.
Wasn't her last.
But killing Trask did not have the outcome she expected. It only persuaded the government of the need for his program. They captured her that day, tortured her, experimented on her. In her DNA, they discovered the secrets to her powers of transformation. It gave them the key they needed to create weapons that could adapt to any mutant power. And in less than 50 years, the machines that have destroyed so many of our kind were created. But it all started that day in 1973. The day she first killed. The day she truly became Mystique.
You want to go back there?
If I can get to her, stop the assassination, keep her out of their hands, then we can stop the Sentinels from ever being born.
And end this war before it ever begins.
I can send someone back in a couple weeks. Maybe a month, but you're talking about going back decades. You have the most powerful brain in the world, Professor. But the mind can only stretch so far before it snaps. It would rip you apart. I'm sorry. No one could survive that trip.
What if someone's mind has a way of snapping back? What if someone can heal as fast as they're ripped apart?
Take your position.
So I wake up in my younger body, God knows where. Then what?
You'll need to go to my house and find me. Convince me of all of this.
Won't you be able to just read my mind?
I didn't have my powers in 1973. Logan, you're going to have to do for me what I once did for you. Lead me, guide me. I was a very different man then. You'll have to be patient with me.
Patience is my strongest suit.
You'll need me as well.
What?
After Mystique left Charles, she came with me, and I set her on a dangerous path. Darker path. It's going to take the two of us, side by side at a time when we couldn't be further apart.
Great. So where do I find you?
Well, it's complicated.
Basically, your body will go to sleep while your mind travels back in time. And as long as you're back there, past and present will continue to coexist. But once you wake up, whatever you've done will take hold and become history. And for the rest of us, it'll be the only history that we know. It'll be like the last 50 years never happened. In this world, in this war, the only person who will remember it is you. All right, Logan, I need you to clear your head and to stay as calm as possible.
What? You mean?
If your mind gets rocky, it'll be harder for me to hold you, and you could start to slip between past and future.
What if I need to get a little rocky?
Think peaceful thoughts?
Peaceful thoughts. You have any good news?
Well, I mean, you don't really age, so you'll pretty much look the same.
You won't have much time in the past. The Sentinels will find us. They always do.
And this time we won't be able to run. We'll have no escape. This is our last chance.
You really think this will work? I have faith in him. It's not him I'm worried about, it's us. We were young. We didn't know any better. We will now.
Seals.
This might sting a little.
Holy shit. It worked. Hey, what's going on?
Gwen,
How are you?
get dressed.
Hey, I don't know what's going on.
What's going on is you're supposed to be guarding the boss's daughter, not screwing her.
I didn't sleep with her.
No.
No. I mean, yes, I slept with her many times, but
Timmy!
that wasn't me. That was the old me. I just got here like 20 seconds ago.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened to your clothes?
Oh. Would you believe me if I told you I was sent here from the future?
Get out of here, sweetheart.
Yeah.
We're gonna take care of this comedian.
No, you're not. You're gonna give me the keys to your car and some money for gas, or you're gonna wake up in the hospital. Trust me, I know how these things play out.
Oh, because you're from the future.
No. Because of these. What the hell? Damn it. Peaceful thoughts.
We are reviewing all of our defense expenditures, and all the black books are being opened. We can't support a weapon that targets our own citizens. If these mutants, as you describe, are already living among us, then they are living here peacefully.
We haven't had an incident in over 10 years.
After what happened in Cuba?
That was never confirmed. We have very real enemies out there, the Russians, the Chinese.
We are talking about a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of our population.
Allow me to read something to you.
Please.
This was acquired by our friends at the CIA. It's a dissertation written by a mutant at Oxford University. And I quote, "To Homo neanderthalensis, his mutant cousin Homo sapiens, which is us, was an aberration. The arrival of the mutated human species, Homo sapiens, was followed by the immediate extinction of their less evolved kin. Well, now, we are the Neanderthal."
Speak for yourself, Dr. Trask.
You know, when you sent our soldiers to Vietnam without the weapons they needed to win the war, you underestimated your enemy. You do that with this enemy. It won't be some border skirmish halfway around the world. This time the war will be for our streets, our cities, our homes. And by the time you see the need for my program, it'll be too late. And you will have lost 2 wars in 1 lifetime.
We're sorry, Dr. Trask. But your Sentinel program, it ain't gonna fly.
Can I help you, Colonel?
Just here to give our boys a proper send-off.
Sorry, sir, but we have orders. This is a quarantined area.
Stand aside, soldier. That's an order.
Hot!
At ease. What is all this?
Lab reports, blood tests. It's all getting packed up and shipped back.
Where is it going?
Same place they are. Trask Industries. Let's go, gentlemen. Taking you out of this shit show.
Shipping home?
Not just yet.
What are you doing with those?
Something to make the ride a little smoother. I'm transferring you to a private facility where we can run a few more tests.
Your men are not military.
Private outfit. We're authorized to remand these men.
These troops are going home.
Well, Colonel, I don't believe you have jurisdiction in this matter.
I'm afraid I do, son.
I'm sorry, who are you?
The question is, Major, who are you?
Raven.
That's not my name. I had that.
I know.
Let's move out. Come on, let's go.
Where's Eric?
I'm on my own now.
Let's go, move it!
Are you? My war's not over. The enemy's still out there.
privates, where'd they go?
They were headed towards the tarmac.
Help you?
Yeah, what happened to the school?
The school's been shut for years. Are you a parent?
Sure as hell hope not. Who are you?
I'm Hank. Hank McCoy. I look after the house now.
You're a beast? Look at you. I guess you're a late bloomer.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
So where's the professor?
There's no professor here.
You're pretty strong for a scrawny kid. Come on. Sure there's not a little beast in there? Come on, beast.
He's not here.
Come on, beastie.
Hey! I said the school's closed. You need to leave.
Not until I see the professor.
There's no professor here. I told you that.
Look, kid. You and I are gonna be good friends. You just don't know it yet.
Professor? Professor?
Hank? What's going on here?
Professor?
Please don't call me that.
Why, you know this guy?
Yeah, he looks slightly familiar. Get off the bloody chandelier, Hank.
You can walk.
You're a perceptive one.
I thought, Eric.
Which makes it slightly perplexing that you managed to miss our sign on the way in. This is private property, my friend. I'm going to have to ask him to ask you to leave.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that because I was sent here for you.
Well, tell whoever it was that sent you that I'm busy.
It's going to be a little tricky because the person who sent me was you.
What?
About 50 years from now.
50 years from now, like in the future 50 years from now?
Yeah.
I sent you from the future?
Yeah.
Piss off.
If you had your powers, you'd know I was telling the truth.
How do you know I don't have my... Who are you?
I told you.
You CIA?
No.
You've been watching me?
I know you, Charles. We've been friends for years. I know your powers came when you were 9. I know you thought you were going crazy when it started, all the voices in your head. And it wasn't until you were 12 that you realized all the voices were in everyone else's head. Do you want me to go on?
I never told anyone that.
Not yet, no, but you will.
All right, you've piqued my interest. What do you want?
We have to stop Raven. I need your help. We need your help.
I think I'd like to wake up now. What does she have to do with this? So, you're saying that they took Raven's power and what? They weaponized it?
Yep.
She is unique. Yeah, she is, Hank.
Look, in the beginning, the Sentinels were just targeting mutants. And they began to identify the genetics in non-mutants who would eventually have mutant children, or grandchildren. Many of the humans tried to help us. It was a slaughter, leaving only the worst of humanity in charge. I've been in a lot of wars. I've never seen anything like this. And it all starts with her.
Look, let's just say that for the sake that I choose to believe you, that I choose to help you. Raven won't listen to me. Now her heart and soul belong to someone else now.
I know. That's why we're gonna need Magneto, too.
Eric? You do know where he is?
Yeah.
He's where he belongs.
Well, I said you're just gonna walk out?
Oh, top marks. Like I said, you are perceptive.
The professor I know would never turn his back on someone who lost their path. Especially someone he loved.
You know, I think I do remember you now. Yeah, we came to you a long time ago seeking your help. And I'm going to say to you what you said to us then. Fuck off.
Listen to me, you little shit. I've come a long way, and I've watched a lot of people die, good people and friends. If you want to wallow in self-pity and do nothing, then you're going to watch the same thing, you understand?
We all have to die sometime. Told you there was no professor here.
What the hell happened to him?
He lost everything. You know, Eric, Raven, his legs. We built the school, the labs, this whole place. Then, just after the first semester, the war in Vietnam got worse. Many of the teachers and older students were drafted. I mean, it broke him. He retreated into himself. I wanted to help do something, so I designed a serum to treat his spine. You know, derived from the same formula that helps me control my mutation. I take just enough to keep myself balanced, but he takes too much. I tried easing him back, but he just couldn't bear the pain, the voices. The treatment gives him his legs, but it's not enough. He's just lost too much.
You're not scared of me? I always believed I couldn't be the only one in the world. Charles Xavier. Raven. You're hungry and alone. Take whatever you want. We've got lots of food you don't have to steal. In fact, you never have to steal again. And that's a promise.
I'll help you get her. Not for any of your future shites, but for her.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you this, you don't know Eric. That man is a monster, a murderer. You think you can convince Raven to change, to come home? That's splendid. But what makes you think you can change him?
Because you and Eric sent me back here together.
The room they're holding him in was built during the Second World War when there was a shortage of steel. So the foundation is pure concrete and sand, no metal.
He's being held 100 floors beneath the most heavily guarded building on the planet.
Why is he in there?
What he forgot to mention. JFK.
He killed...
What else explains a bullet miraculously curving through the air? Eric's always had a way with guns. You sure you want to carry on with this?
Yeah, this is your plan, not mine.
We don't have any resources to get us in.
Or out. It's just me and Hank.
I know a guy. Yeah, he'd be a young man now. Grew up outside of D.C. He could get into anywhere. Just don't know how the hell we're gonna find him.
It's Cerebro out of the question. We have a phone book.
I thought you'd be getting ready for your trip, sir.
I just came to grab a couple files. Is that a new scarf? It's nice.
Thank you.
1 second.
We added some names to the Paris meeting.
Thank you.
Is something wrong, sir?
No, it's nothing. Would you mind typing up my itinerary? I don't want to miss anything.
Here. Just up here. Stop. Stand on dry. All right, don't get used to it.
What's he done now? I'll just write you a check for whatever he took.
We just need to talk to him.
Peter, the cops are here. Again.
You guys what? I didn't do anything. I've been here all day.
Just relax, Peter. We're not cops.
Of course you're not cops. If you were cops, you wouldn't be driving a rental car. How'd you know a rental car? I checked your registration when you were walking through the door. I also had some time to kill, so I went through your rental agreement and saw you from out of town. Are you FBI? No, you're not cops. Hey, what's with this gift to youngsters place?
That's an old card. Well, he's fascinating.
He's a pain in the ass.
What, a teleporter?
No, he says fast. When I know him, he wasn't so young.
Young? You're just old.
So you're not afraid to show your powers?
Powers? What powers? What are you talking about? You see something strange here? Nothing anybody would believe if you told them. So who are you? What do you want?
We need your help, Peter.
What?
Break into a highly secured facility and to get someone out.
Prison break? That's illegal, you know.
Well, only if you get caught.
So what's in it for me?
You kleptomaniac, get to break into the Pentagon.
How do I know I can trust you?
Because we're just like you.
Sure. School was disgusting.
Built in 1943, the Pentagon is the world's largest office building, housing more than 25,000 military employees stretched over 6 million square feet.
Where's the bathroom? He always needs to pee.
Well, lucky for you, you'll have plenty to choose from. The building was constructed during segregation, so there was no
Yeah, we're getting broadcast signal down here. What's going on?
Damn it, call maintenance. Get him down here.
3 seconds, those doors are going to open. And 20 guards will be here to shoot us.
I know. That's what I'm waiting for.
What are you doing?
I'm holding your neck so you don't get whiplash.
What?
Whiplash.
You're good. It'll pass. It happens with everyone. Must have done something pretty serious. What'd you do, man? What'd you do? What'd you do? Why'd they have you in there?
For killing the president. The only thing I'm guilty of is fighting for people like us.
You take karate? You know karate, man?
I don't know karate, but I know crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a code red situation. We are evacuating the entire floor so that we, my associate and I, can secure the prison. Warriors. We are Special Operations CBFECID. Look, perhaps you didn't hear me when first I spoke, but it's imperative that you understand we are in complete lockdown situation. We have to get you to the 3rd floor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you finished? They told me you control metal.
Hey.
You know, my mom once knew a guy who could do that.
Sorry, I'm just not very good with violence.
Charles. Good to see you too, old friend. And Walker.
No thanks to you.
You're the last person in the world I expected to see today.
Believe me, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to. If we get you out of here, we do it my way. No killing.
No helmet. I couldn't disobey you even if I wanted.
I'm never getting inside of that head again. I need your word, Eric. Nobody move! Hold it right there!
Charles?
Don't move! Hands up, or we will shoot!
Freeze him, Charles.
I come.
Hands up!
If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know you're the one I want to go through time with.
Nice kid.
Peter, thank you very, very much. You take care.
Hey, I saw your flight plan in the cockpit. Why are you going to Paris?
Imagine if they were metal.
Do me a favor and return it for me.
Okay.
And Peter, take it slow.
Where did they dig you up?
You're gonna find this hard to believe, but, you sent me. You and Charles. From the future.
How did you lose them?
The treatment for my spine affects my DNA.
You sacrificed your powers so you could walk.
I sacrificed my powers so that I could... What do you know about it?
I've lost my fair share.
Huh. Dry your eyes, Eric. It doesn't justify what you've done.
You've no idea what I've done.
I know that you took the things that mean the most to me.
Well, maybe you should have fought harder for them.
If you want to fight, Eric, I will
down.
give you a fight!
Let him come.
You abandoned me! You took her away, and you abandoned me!
Angel. Azazel. Emma. Banshee.
Mutant brothers and sisters, all dead.
Countless others experimented on, butchered. Eric, where were you, Charles? We were supposed to protect them. Where were you when your own people needed you? Hiding. You and Hank, pretending to be something you're not.
Eric.
You abandoned us all.
So you were always an asshole.
I take it we're best buddies in the future.
I spent a lot of years trying to bring you down, bub.
How's that work out for you?
You're like me. You're a survivor. Want to pick all that shit up?
Mày được. Lại để chúng mình bớt lại đi. Ngày mai mình cùng một ngày trọng đại lắm.
Đã ăn mừng thôi mẹ ơi. Không phải ngày nào mình cũng chiến thắng đâu. Nhất với cái đám ma quỷ Mỹ. Thôi, ta rượu thêm một ly nữa.
Không.
Còn em quá.
Phần đỏ nó đọc quá, thôi cái coi.
Cô biết nói tiếng Việt à?
ทะเลก็ไม่กินthôi Việt Nam mình trước tiên.
Để tôi khao cô một ly khác nhé. Trừ khi tôi có mặt ở đây với người khác.
Không, tôi đến đây một mình.
Une bouteille de Johnny Walker, s'il vous plaît.
Ngày mai ông tham gia hay nghĩ thanh niên ai hả?
Chà, một cô gái xinh đẹp như thế lại quan tâm đến chuyện chính trị.
Anh ngoái mà, vậy làm thế thôi.
Vậy thì show me more, baby. Close off.
What's the matter, baby? You don't think I look pretty like this?
Fancy a game? It's been a while.
Not in the mood for games, thank you.
I haven't had a real sip in 10 years. I didn't kill the president. The bullet curved, Eric, because I was trying to save him. They took me out before I could.
Why would you try and save him?
Because he was one of us. must think me so foolish. You've always said they would come after us.
I never imagined they'd use Raven's DNA to do it.
When did you last see her?
The day I left for Dallas.
And how was she?
Strong. Driven. Loyal.
How was she?
She was... We were. I could see why she meant so much to you. You should be proud of her, Charles. She's out there fighting for our cause.
Your cause? Girl I raised, she was not capable of killing.
You didn't raise her, you grew up with her. She couldn't stay a little girl forever, that's why she left.
She left because you got inside her head.
That's not my power. She made a choice.
But now we know where that choice leads, don't we? She's going to murder Trask, they're going to capture her, and then they're going to wipe us out.
Not if we get to her first. Not if we change history tomorrow. I'm sorry, Charles. For what happened, I truly am.
It's been a while since I've played.
I'll go easy on you. Might finally be a fair fight.
You have the first move.
Diplomats from all around the world are arriving here today at the Hotel Royale. It's a historic day as the official ending of the United States military involvement in Vietnam. Then we have the South Vietnamese foreign minister with other South Vietnamese dignitaries.
The summit doesn't begin for another hour. The hotel's arranged a private room upstairs for your special guest.
That'll be plenty of time. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Thank you for coming. Congratulations on winning this war. Now, I know you all have hands to shake and photos to take downstairs, so I will get right to the point. There is a new enemy out there. An enemy that will render your arsenals useless, your armies powerless, and your nations defenseless. You'll need a new weapon for this war. I call them Sentinels. Named after the ancient guardians that stood at the gates of the Citadel. They have the aeronautic capabilities of a Harrier jet, armed with guns that can fire off more than 2,000 rounds per minute of thermoceramic ammunition. But size, power, speed, you could find that at Lockheed or Boeing. No, what makes the Sentinel so special is the ability to target the Mutant X gene, a genetic guidance system that can lock onto a mark a half a mile away and won't trigger unless it's identified the target. With this weapon, there will be no human collateral damage. If I turn it on, the system couldn't even activate in here. Unless there's a mutant.
There has to be some kind of mistake.
My machines don't make mistakes.
Tuesday, mate.
What are you?
I assure you,
No, don't shoot it.
I assure you, I don't know what you're talking about.
We've come for you, Eric and I. Together.
I never thought I'd see you.
I made you promise a long time ago that I would protect you, and I didn't. I know I haven't kept my promise.
keep out of their hands.
Eric?
Eric, what are you doing?
Securing our future. Forgive me, Mystique. As long as you're out there, we'll never be safe.
Eric.
Use your power charm. Stop him.
He can't.
He's slipping back. I'm losing him.
Finish what we started, Wolverine! One day!
Strike him.
Came to us.
Who are you?
Charles. Charles Xavier.
I don't know you.
Huh? What the hell is that? Whoa. Oh, I can deal with this. Just go. Stop, Eric.
I'm sorry.
You're Logan, that's Hank McCoy, I'm Charles Xavier. You spent the last couple of days with us. You're on acid. Somebody gave you really bad acid. Yeah? Hold on tight, we'll get through this together.
Oh my God, Kitty. She's wounded pretty bad.
I got him.
Professor,
what happened to you?
I just saw someone who's gonna bring me a lot of pain someday. Where's Raven?
Gone.
What?
We have to get out of here.
We want to know if there's any sort of connection with...
Yesterday, the Paris Peace Summit was rocked by the appearance of unidentified assailants. The likes of which the world has never seen. Mass hysteria has gripped the nation as people ask, where did they come from? Will they be back? And most importantly, are they friend or foe?
That was London correspondent Toby Elliott reporting from the Paris Peace Summit yesterday.
When yesterday's events unfolded.
What the hell are we dealing with here? Off the record.
2 days ago, this man, Eric Lenscher, escaped from a maximum security prison inside the Pentagon. We believe that this woman is a former associate of Lenscher's. They were together in Cuba the day of the crisis in '62. He was also implicated in Kennedy's assassination.
What about that thing?
We don't know what that thing is, sir. Actually, we really don't know what any of them are.
Yes. Yes, we do. They're mutants. He has the power to control metal. Last I checked, that's what most of your weapons were made of. And she can transform into anyone. A general, a Secret Serviceman, even you, Mr. President. She could walk into this office and order a nuclear strike if she was in the mood. And that's only 2 of them.
Well, do we have any countermeasures? Any defense?
I was waiting for you to ask me that question.
That's an experimental program, sir. Strictly off the books.
You're telling me these mutants are out in the world, and our best defense are these giant metal robots?
Many of the mutants look like us. My Sentinels can tell the difference. I have 8 prototypes ready to go. They're built out of a space-age polymer, not an ounce of metal on them.
I want to make a demonstration. I want the world to know that we can protect them. What do you need to get these things operational?
I already gave that number to Congress. Unfortunately, they elected to shut me down. It's going to cost a bit more to turn them on.
Whatever you need.
Oh, and one more thing. If we do manage to capture them, I would like her. For research purposes, of course.
C'est horrible. Quoi donc? Être né comme ça. Vraiment? Pouvez-vous vous imaginer faire face à un miroir?